something I can see peering out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost a... Good heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to quiver and pulsate.
It turns out that once you snoop through a man's bedroom, you can learn a lot about him. Whether it's the occult books on the bookshelf, the brass telescope in his bedroom, the strained relationship with his family, or the crumpled up contract in his locked bedside table, the texture of who Phillip Creek was is slowly coming into focus. When we last left the two of you, you had temporarily divided and conquered the Creek family home, so that you could get some information out of the dearly departed's sister, Alice Creek, and Saint could go looking for kind of physical evidence about who Phillip was.
Snooping Saint.
You are painting a clearer picture of him. As I said, he's kind of coming into focus a little bit. And I would imagine it's perhaps not what you expected to learn about him.
Yeah, basically. That sounds right.
Yeah. Shoot.
Alright, good episode, everybody. Let's wrap this one up. Cut it, print it.
Man contains multitudes. And maybe that's the greatest horror of them all.
Somehow I kind of think that it's possible that he contained fewer multitudes before he fucked around with whatever it was he fucked around with.
He fucked around and he found out, presumably.
Yeah, it does sort of seem like we are walking in on the find out part of the fuck around and find out.
Potentially.
I genuinely, I thought you were going to say it seems like he has less multitudes now.
Now that he's
I don't know.
Me when I die and stop containing multitudes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like maybe there's also more literal multitudes?
The group discussed what multitudes mean this week on ParaScience.
I mean, also, I was making a joke about, like, demon possession.
Oh.
Mm.
Him containing more multitudes.
Yes.
Because he let something in. Sorry.
That, you know what? No, that does make sense.
See, I wasn't convinced that he was possessed, so...
I don't necessarily think that he is either, but I'm making a joke about it anyway.
He could be. Maybe he is still.
Could have been.
Anyway.
Alistair adding, can ghosts be possessed by demons to his list of questions?
I'll never tell.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a trade secret. I'm gonna have to multi-class into exorcist to unlock these mysteries.
So, I found a contract in a drawer. I find that to be very interesting, and I'm pretty sure I stole it. Like, I'm pretty sure I was like...
I'm pretty sure you did steal it.
Down my shirt. To talk with Mate.
You explicitly did say that.
I think I'm talking about it with Macy later for death, for sure.
And the contract would have involved the deceased purchasing the bar, right?
It was Macy selling the bar.
Okay, it was Macy selling the bar to an unknown third party.
I believe so. I guess I can I review the document in more detail now that I have yoinked it, as the kids say?
Yeah, I suppose
I don't need extreme details more, it's just like, who was she selling to, and did Phillip need to sign something? Or was this just her being like, heads up, I'm selling this motherfucker?
Sure, that's front page material, so you don't need to look very far. Two things of interest is that this is a this would be a sale to Lafayette Oil and Drilling.
The fuck?
And that Phillip Creek is listed as a co-owner of the bar.
That is what... that was my hunch. I suspected, but I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
Did she kill him?
Did the oil people
so she
kill
could
him?
sell the bar?
Well, it seemed like she was pretty fond of him. I don't think she's the murderer.
That is true. I mean, maybe she's really good at lying.
Or she did it and then felt really bad about it afterwards. But you know who doesn't have any scruples or whatever? Oil people.
That is very true.
So
the goo that's going to kill us all.
Perhaps murder is afoot.
Perhaps.
Murder she goes.
It certainly could be.
I am stealing this document. I'm gonna relock the drawer so nobody fucking knows, but I am taking the key with me. I'm gonna mark this down on my character sheet. Okay, so here's what we've learned in bulletin points. My man was doing some demon possession shit, and or summoning demons, and was also into like statistics and stuff. Which I am not going to take this book right now because I don't know that that's relevant. But you may want to take that book later when inevitably you come up here and we swap places or whatever. Because right now I don't know that, because I'm looking at that statistic and whatever book and thinking, that's boring, there's demons afoot. But now you know that book has information on the churches near here. And I've been doing some thinking in the 2 weeks since we last recorded. And if that man has a book about, all the different stuff in this area, which includes all of the various weird churches, and he also has books about a bunch of demons and stuff, one must wonder about the churches in this area, and mayhaps exploring them. But you have that information, and I am miles away upstairs. So I'm not taking that book yet. In fact, I don't think I'm taking any of these books, because I don't want her to come upstairs and be like, hey, why are some of these books missing? That would be weird. But we'll have to remember that for later. But what I am taking is this contract and this key, and the information I have learned upstairs in this bedroom. And also the knowledge that none of these books pulled and opened a secret door, which is very disappointing to me as a Scooby-Doo enthusiast. But we will live to see tomorrow.
Well, that's good.
For my party member downstairs, do you think there's anything else I should look at in here before I move on to other parts of the house?
I wanted on the record, by the way, that there was straight up a painting that could be moved to the side to reveal a secret room in the last chapter.
Yeah. And
nuts.
And I think there should be one every chapter.
Oh, okay.
Bennifer.
No, that's fair. I'll start incorporating them.
Thank you.
They are fun. I do.
I ask for so fucking little.
Passage.
Also, it's different because that mansion was haunted as fuck, and everything about that mansion was weird. So it made sense that there was a secret door. I want a secret door in the house of a man who was normal as shit. Do you understand?
Yeah. No, I'm just opening the document.
I feel like I'm holding you at gunpoint. Do you understand? Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Lakeside dive, notes, new tab, bookcases.
Yay! Okay.
I'm gonna put one in your cousin's mobile home. I think that'd be
Yay!
funny. There was a fourth room.
It leads downstairs because otherwise once again we're in a House of Lee situation where you don't see a fourth room from the outside.
Well, I guess there's not. None of this was hidden.
Not
there
really,
doesn't
except
seem
for
to
the
be
contract.
Any reason for him to. Well, yeah, but it's like there doesn't seem to be any reason for him to have hid anything because he lived alone. And so, but we looked, and so things like if, we're not gonna, flip back a rug and be like, oh, he was, drawing shit on the floor under here. No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Unless you want to go through the guy's closet.
There isn't a rug that I can flip up and see if there is anything, right?
I said there was a rug.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna peek under that just real quick, just in case.
May as well.
And there's another door. Into hell! Sorry. Yeah, I'll flip up that rug just in case.
A trapdoor swing? No.
Ah!
Nah, it's a little grimy under there, but that's about it.
Okay. Cool. Slap that back. Alright. Do we want to stick with me doing my investigations, or do we want to go back to Alistair and his...
I don't know how to get out of the conversation that I'm in. If that makes sense.
Sorry, your brother's dead.
Hey, man. Bummer.
But like, you know, that like you're looking around and I'm like, I don't know that there's anything else.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else you could ask her without the information that I currently have.
I think that's correct. I think
you can always do it just like, hey, I need to go find my help clean her up, and be like, I need to go find my compatriot. BRB.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I could just be like, I'm just gonna go see if Saint wants me to...
I'll knock down another vase upstairs that you have to come clean up.
I mean, yeah, we did say I was your, like, assistant, more or less, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just, I'll finish cleaning up, and, I think I need to stop making jokes. I don't think jokes are the way to go. This person. I think I will just say, you know, I'm gonna take this, like, out to the outside trash can, so, you know, nobody slices their fingers or anything, and then just see, just go chat with Sane about what the plan for the rest of the day is.
Sure, great excuse, actually. Yeah, you step out there's probably a back kitchen door of sorts, and there's probably some kind of bins leaned up against the side of the house. But you are definitely out of kind of Alice's reach for now. Earshot is what I meant, but
I was gonna say, damn,
make
her sound like Michael Myers.
No, I'm trying to make her sound like Michael Jordan. She has a great tongue.
Oh, fuck!
Come on and slam.
I was gonna say, Space Jam 3 is really crazy.
Is there anything out here that's worth looking at?
Around back of the house?
You know, I just kind of take a quick look and I'm like, yeah, okay, there's nothing.
Oh, sure. It's
weird going on out here.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the other houses in this little subdivision would be too generous of a word. You know, you can, if you look to the right, away from the kitchen, you can probably get a great glimpse of the Lake Arkansas. Okay. But no, back of the house, nothing.
Can I see where he would have been launching his boat from here?
Oh, sure. Yeah, if you want to walk around the house a little bit, you can see a full boathouse.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of just be like, kind of walk around and come back in the front, if anybody asks, because, you know, sometimes it's a old dusty house. You need to get a breath of fresh air from time to time. I would like to sort of casually make a detour and check to see if the boathouse is locked for later.
There's indeed a boathouse closer to the lake. There is no kind of dock on this side of the lake, not like there is on the back of the bar. That boathouse seems to be the only kind of, I mean, quite literally docking point for the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say that, you know, obviously it's got the two doors, and I'm going to say that the one that you can access,
the land side, the one on the land side.
The one on the land side, yeah, exactly. There
yeah.
We go. I'm going to say there's a pretty rusty padlock.
It's cool. All right. Yeah, I'm going to head around the front and go inside and upstairs.
Still holding the dustpan?
Oh yeah, I guess I should put the dustpan back. I'll like stash the dustpan, I don't know, wherever. I'm gonna stash it somewhere that's like easily identifiable.
Yeah, for sure. You set it in the entryway where she'll see it.
I'm gonna, tromp my ass upstairs.
Saint, you hear some tromping on the stairs.
What's so is there...
Oh, fuck.
How many rooms are there upstairs? I'm having trouble remembering the layout of this house.
I don't know if we specifically said. There's a number of empty doors, and I walk empty doors, because some doors have stuff in them. I mean, I guess that's not true. Anyway.
And some doors are ajar.
Yeah. Shut up. There were some open doors, and I went through one of them and happened to, no scope getting to the master bedroom. So I will, for convenience's sake, I'm coming out of the master bedroom as you were tromping.
Cool.
And we Spider-Man point at each other, and by that I mean we greet each other like normal people.
Yeah. I will, keeping my voice down so that, because I don't know how, good Alice's hearing is. Alistair kind of leans in and it's just like, anything of note?
Yeah. I got a couple of interesting things. I'll pull him a little away from the stairs and back towards the master bedroom.
Sure.
And first of all, pull the contract out of my shirt, hand it over. Looks like Macy was trying to sell the bar to a local oil company, and Philip was not happy about it. Found it locked up in the bedside table, where he presumably did not want to look at it very much. And then also pull him over to the bookshelf, show him the pristine books about demons and shit, and also about local statistical whatevers. Looks like he was frequently picking at these books, which is pretty interesting to me, I would say.
Ben, can I, looking over the titles on this bookshelf, would it be reasonable to say I might be familiar with whether or not any of these books are closer to the real deal? You know, this seems like the kind of thing that the department would keep an eye on, this kind of publication.
Are you trying to differentiate between, say, pop demonology and real demonology?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, sure.
You know. And is there anything on this bookshelf where we may have perhaps been concerned that someone got too close to something that might actually have a material effect on the world?
I would imagine, based on your understanding of the department, that some of these predate the existence of the department by 100 or so years.
Okay.
Including specifically in the case of...
One of them was something about, Solomon, but I forget the name of the actual book.
Oh, the Key of Solomon, or Solomon's Key, or something like that.
And Malleus Maleficarum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. What would your training indicate? And also,
one of them was also demon summoning for dummies.
That was mostly a joke, but yeah, that's in there.
No, we don't have to commit to that bit.
Ezra, jog my memory. Do you have a skill or a stunt that allows you to summon your academic knowledge?
Well, I have, in fact, lore is my best skill. And I also have a stunt that's called I Remember This from Training, which is a +2 resources for background and procedural information. And this seems like the kind of thing that I might have been, research gophering for somebody when I first started, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll resources on this one?
Yeah, resources or lore.
Okay.
Either of those would seem appropriate to me.
Alright, lore's gonna be a better check.
Can I help? This seems like this is very much in my knowledge base, and I'm right here.
I think I would insist on a separate roll, because you're pulling from two different brains. If you're in conversation with each other, you know what I mean? I just mean in terms of, you can't quite help Alistair remember.
Oh, because our
I figured that we were in
totally
conversation.
I mean, I can...
But
I
if
can
you would prefer
do that
to,
out loud if you want.
That is entirely up to you. If you would like to silently peruse and not ask,
I think
questions.
I think my instinct is to peruse first and then ask.
Then do your perusal, my man.
I would like to peruse. That is neutral. That is flat on the dice, so it's a 4 for a lore check.
The department has kind of maybe illuminated you as to which manuscripts throughout history, again, have been, as I think you said, closer to kind of stumbling upon the truth. There are ones that you can absolutely write off, and that there are ones that maybe approach it, or get about halfway there based on your understanding or even your department's understanding.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you are perhaps particularly, while there are definitely some recognizable, again, kind of pop names on there, stuff that any wannabe witch would want to purchase, you do seem particularly impressed with some of the other additions on maybe the ins and outs of demonry. And then also, it looks like a pretty above baseline book on like astrology.
Okay.
Like the real deal of astrology, not just like can Aquarius's and Taurus's kiss or not.
I think Alistair's kind of doing that, like
they can't actually.
They get like pushed apart by like magnets.
Oh yeah, that too.
Magnets, okay.
I think Alistair's doing that thing where he's like almost running his finger along the spines of the books, but not actually touching any of them. Kind of making mental notes. I'll probably write down some of the more interesting titles, just to have a list for later. But he turns back to Saint. He's like, it's a not unimpressive collection, actually.
Yeah, I found it interesting, to say the least.
Not an inexpensive one either. Some of those are fairly hard to come by.
Yeah, which makes you wonder, especially on a bartender's salary. Though, apparently he did co-own the bar, which maybe brought in more cash. Still, you have to wonder, did he bring these with him? Did he purchase them recently? How, all those kinds of questions. Is it just a passing, not passing interest, obviously, but was it just kind of, a hobby, or was it for a purpose? Brings up questions.
Okay, I have kind of a question about the world here, which is, we've kind of established that what Saint does is a form of, at the very least, a form of exorcism and a form of interacting with ghosts that is novel to Alistair's experience. And, like, I asked this question, and I'm like, okay, is any of this, like, close to the real deal? For the sake of having parameters, what would I think is the real deal when it comes to demons and demonology? Like, am I operating under the presumption that that demons are real and, like, exist and are contactable? Or do I think this is, like, Or do I think that, like, what people think are demons is something else? Does that make sense as a question?
Makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I'm formulating an answer and me not.
Okay, cool.
I would say, and like literally go ahead and take out a pen and write this down. This is the word of God. Let there be light.
Amen.
I would say the department gets a lot of calls about a lot of different types of things, and probably the four most common ones are, there is something strange happening, and I can't explain what's happening, and you need to take a look at this. Your miscellaneous phenomenon.
Do they have a call line? Do they have a tips line?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, we've discussed. Stuff gets filtered to them, even if it's not for them.
Okay.
But no, there's no call center. That would be so funny if that was everyone's first
See, that's why I wanted to clarify. I was like, hold on. Do they have a number you can call? Is it on Google?
How's my driving?
How's my ghost hunting?
Yeah.
So anyway, you got your miscellaneous unexplained phenomenon. And then I'm going to say that based on perhaps the religious or belief structures of whoever's calling, the other three things that you get are, hey, is this a ghost? Hey, is this a demon? Or hey, is this an alien? and listener at home, that's also how I write the chapters.
And so I know for a fact, I mean, I have personally experienced the existence of ghosts. I have personally experienced the existence of aliens, but that was something where I was like, I knew they existed, but I had never fucking, like, interacted with one before. I mean, except for sort of in the, radio tower, but that was different because I didn't meet one.
Oh, right. Oh, I can elaborate on the second part. I'm going to say that there are, and this is a known thing both to the department and obviously to you as a member of the department. It is a known thing that there are seemingly, maybe as broadly as possible, malicious entities or malicious spirits.
Okay.
That can interact with living people in the same way. Plenty of cultures have ideas of, demons or anti-angels or negative spirits or whatever. That's not coming from nowhere. There's surely something out there. Whether these are literally fallen angels from the kingdom of heaven ruled by God, not clear.
Okay. Thank you.
But there are absolutely malevolent presences, and the department is aware of those.
Okay, there are malevolent presences, we're aware of them, and you can, in fact, get them on the horn. This is not usually a good idea, but people have done it.
Anyway, that's information the department knows, that's information you know. Again, what's the capital T true nature of any of it? Hard to say. But they're indisputably there, and maybe you have, as part of your studies, maybe seen the effects of them here or there. Whether that's physical manifestations, anecdotal rumors from 100 years ago. Some of the unexplained stuff can be maybe attributed to that, but who knows? Does that answer your question?
Yes, it absolutely does.
Saint's hat today says demons are real, and I fucked one. If that helps.
Oh boy.
Thank you. It does.
Yes.
I'm not committing to that in canon. I just really like the idea of that hat, which I just came up with off the dome.
Saint's had been wearing his baseball cap backwards this whole time. He turns it around to the front, and it's just, demons are real and one sucked my dick behind the Arby's.
I mentioned some books last time, and I'm going to throw a couple more up on that shelf. The Golden Dawn, the original account of the teachings, rites, and ceremonies of the Hermetic Order. 3 books of occult philosophy. The Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey.
I'm gonna start yelling down to the floor, hey, did you know your brother was into Satan?
And let's throw in Aleister Crowley's The Book of the Law.
Okay. Fuck Aleister Crowley.
No, he sucks, I know.
Yeah.
This idiot doesn't even have good Satan books.
The Introduction to the Hermetic Order, but alright. This fucking poser.
This asshole doesn't even know that Aleister Crowley sucks.
Alright, fine. And The Secret Teachings of All Ages.
I wasn't dunking on you,
1928.
Ben. Dunking on this dead man.
I know.
I would like to also grab one of those sort of like local surveying books that he had out.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm, like, gonna start flipping through it, Alistair kind of, like, book in one hand and then is kind of, like, gesturing towards the shelf with, an elbow, already about to go down the, ooh, hey, an interesting book rabbit hole. He's just like me, for real. Alistair kind of, has already is book open and is ready to go down the local history rabbit hole, and kind of gestures to the bookshelf like with an elbow, and it says to Saint, it occurs to me I really have no idea how this sort of thing would interact with your area of expertise.
Demons?
Kind of nods.
With some frequency. I mean, it's all kind of, it's all one. It's all spirits. It's all, beings beyond our plane of existence or whatever. I've done exorcisms on demons or whatever you want to call them.
Would it be possible to mistake one for the other.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, it kind of depends. Are you asking if Philip might be one?
The possibility hadn't occurred to me until just now.
Oh. Well, I don't think so at the moment. This is another one of those moments where I'm like, Ben, if this does not agree with your mental canon, please correct me. We can have a discussion. Just hit the Google Meet hand raise button.
My rule is as always, except never expressly stated, but it's collaborative.
Yeah. So
if you want to make up some bullshit and it sounds like halfway there, I'm like, sure, whatever, that's canon now. Huh? Cool.
Sick, alright.
That was just the clarifying of like if I'm not halfway there, living on a prayer, just let me know.
Well, you'll make it, I swear.
Yeah. Good job, team. I don't think so. Just based on the fact that I don't think he's being actively malicious. The group of spirits that we tend to group into demons, quote unquote, are typically not here to talk. You see the movie, you've seen The Exorcist, right? I assume. If not, it's a very good movie. But, possession. If they want to make a statement, they're going to make a statement whether they want to or not, and they're going to find any way to do it, be it, active physical harm, possession of a mouth they can use to speak, whatever they need. They're not here to fuck around. Philip, however, was trying to send a message, but he did not hurt anybody in the process. His process seemed very dramatic to us, right? But it's not the most dramatic or intense thing I've ever seen, let's be honest. Demons make themselves known, and make themselves known quickly because they want something. I don't think that's him right now. Do I think perhaps he may have gotten in too deep? Do I think that maybe he got in too deep? Perhaps. But I think that is... I'm putting together, like, Sherlock Holmes style at this point. I have no fucking clue. So I guess it's not Sherlock Holmes style, because he would have figured it out by now. Do I think maybe he got involved with something he shouldn't have, and it perhaps led to his death? Maybe. But I don't think he himself is malicious. Or whatever spirit is inside the bar. I don't think it is malicious. I don't think it is demonic at this point in time.
More in the realm of regret than mayhem.
Maybe. Or is trying to, based on this contract, maybe is trying to still talk to Macy from beyond and try and convince her to stop. Who knows where, her co-owner is dead, she's the sole owner now. What's to stop her? This is not to say I think she did it, because I don't think she did. I think... Who knows, right? But if she wants to go forward, she can, and I wonder if maybe the spirit we've encountered is trying to talk to her to get her to stop. Because it's clear to me, at least in this moment, that he didn't want to sell the bar. I'll dig up... I'll go to the bedside table where the photo was, of, like... It's like Labor Day 2013 or something, of him with all the people at the bar. I'll, bring it over to Alistair and be like, this is the only photo we found that's from the 21st century. He loved that place. He loved those people.
It was clearly his home as much, if not more, than, kind of gestures to the surroundings.
He came here for a reason, and he came back to this town for a reason, and I don't think he wanted that bar gone, and I am starting to think that maybe that's why he's haunting the bar. One, because it was his home, because he loved it, and two, maybe he's trying to stop it from being sold. He's trying to talk. I don't think he wants to hurt anybody. He seemed like a good guy. I'll put the photo
While
back.
we're in the realm of hypothesis, one of the classic reasons that humans seek to interact with the demons as a catch-all term is, of course, deals.
Yep.
I don't I can imagine... No, that's... Yeah, I mean, Alistair's pretty good at understanding people's motives, just not their emotional responses to things.
That's my boy.
I'm not gonna say if I can imagine. I think he says, from the angle of motive, one could imagine Philip faced with the potential loss of what he considers his home, taking drastic action to try to keep it, and then either getting in over his head or regretting whatever action it was he took. Kind of looks at, like, raises an eyebrow at Saint as a, like, how does that kind of land?
That is my current theory, I think. We'd have to figure out maybe where he did his rituals. I did the very classic check under the carpet and didn't find anything. But, yeah, that is my thought, is maybe, who knows, maybe he was already interested in this stuff and thought, well, here's the solution, and either the price was more than he bargained for, or he tried to cut the deal, or whatever, and that was the end. Or maybe he got what he wanted, and the price was his life. Maybe Macy isn't considering selling the bar anymore. Who knows? We'd have to talk to her to find out.
Yes. I don't see any... We didn't see any indication that there's, like, a storm cellar. Is this a place where you have to worry about tornadoes?
Texas?
Is this tornado country?
Let's find out.
I don't really have a good handle on where you get tornadoes and where you don't.
Hey, Matty, I think that was a great scene, and I appreciate the analysis from both of you.
Yeah.
I would like to point out how funny it was that you brought up In Too Deep in the chapter about drowning.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I'm trying to keep all the blood
Above
in my head instead of going under. Of going under. Well, right now, a lot of the weather news about Texas is...
tornadoes are most common.
Fairly common in Texas, so...
Yeah, so I would like to... Yeah, they're defo in this area.
Ben, is there a cellar?
I would like to... Yeah, I think Alistair's like, if... House like this probably has a storm cellar. I guess. I don't know if I would... But I know that. I'm from fucking Massachusetts.
I would know that.
Yeah, but you're like a man about the country.
Yeah, I mean, he's been... I feel like he's probably spent enough time in places where somebody was like, oh fuck, what do we do when there's a tornado warning? Somebody grab the dipshit from Massachusetts who's like, huh?
You say there's probably a storm cellar, and I nod sagely as someone from Texas.
Yeah. But if we're looking off-site for a potential, venue for Philip's extracurricular activities...
Bartender by day.
Satanist by night.
Or bartender by night.
Bartender by night, I guess. More,
Satanist by day.
Satanist by day.
Exorcist by day, exorcist by night.
I'd like to
Exorcist in the streets. Government agent in the streets.
Yeah, I think Alistair kind of holds up the book that he's gonna look through. And I know we need to check out the church, but I'm having trouble remembering what it was that was, like, potentially weird about it.
It was extremely dilapidated.
And old.
Okay.
And shitty.
Yeah. I think if it seems that he was keeping his hobby off-site, the abandoned church seems like an appropriate venue for this sort of thing.
Close by, spooky, worth a look. What is the survey? This is what I've been dying to know for weeks. What does the survey info about that church say?
If I have not already said a specific date, I know that I hinted it was prior to the beginning of the 20th century.
Okay.
I'm going to say that that church, according to, there's a lot of this is one of those really dense books, right?
Sure.
This is you crack this open, it's almost nothing but tables, right?
Okay.
And we're obviously very fortunate to live in the era of Command F,
yes.
Searching a PDF. Hey, but this takes a little maneuvering as you kind of go through the various indexes, etc.
Sure.
of this book. In 1875, thus putting it at some almost 150 years old by the time of our story. Just short, 145.
Okay. So I think I'm probably gonna be out loud narrating, some just out loud interesting facts for Saint. Is just Alistair's okay, consecrated 1875 as a I don't know if it would say what kind of church it was or not. Miscellaneous Protestantism, I don't know, but and any other potentially interesting pieces of information that I can glean.
Sure. I mean, this town has never had a substantial population, but I'm going to say maybe you can you flip through some census records and you can see that maybe at the time of the church's founding there were some 150 settlers.
We have some places to poke around at, I think.
Unless we sure do.
Well, okay, so we have boat house, as we have determined. We have potentially a cellar here.
I should also mention that the boathouse is unlocked.
Hee-haw. I mean, worst case scenario, we jump into the lake and swim around, but that doesn't seem optimal. It's January.
I would strongly prefer not to do that, but you are correct. That would get the job done.
It would. Country girls make do. Now, laughing mostly at the face Ben is making, which he makes whenever he's really disappointed. Boathouse, seeing if this place has a cellar, ? Church.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, I guess we could poke around the rest of these rooms, but I think we can always come back. Party time. Time to tromp downstairs. Much as we tromped upstairs.
A lot of tromping.
And take the stairs 2 at a time, fall, and die, and now you have to hang out with my ghost.
Ah, shit.
We tromp downstairs, neither of us die. We could just poke around until we find a cellar. It's more useful to ask the sister if there's a cellar, though.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. We could always... That sounds like the kind of thing where we could offer to help clear it out. That's the kind of place where there might be bulky shit that's hard to get up the stairs. People use them for storage, I imagine. I don't know.
She's already given us reason to poke around.
This is true. We should just go. Yeah, we should just ask her if there's a cellar.
I feel the more we pretend to awkwardly help her out, the weirder it's gonna be.
That's legit.
Is she still in the kitchen?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I don't see cause to have moved her.
Like The Sims.
As I arrange everyone around Lake Arkansas like they're my own personal little chessboard.
Exactly.
I'm kidding. I'm playing Mousetrap.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems like that's bad for us, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I poke my head into the kitchen. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were still here.
Yes, It doesn't matter. Anyway, does this house have a storm cellar, by chance?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, interesting.
May I ask why?
How do I explain this without sounding like
funnier
a freak?
Than the fact that you could just say, no, and then leave the house. And never say anything.
It would be pretty funny, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to talk to this woman again. I mean, she gave us permission to fucking look around. Why did she think I just dipped? Why do I need to look at the storm cellar? People tend to store a lot of memories in their cellars. That was just kind of, if I'm putting together pieces of a life, as you so eloquently put it before, that is usually a good place to start, basically. I don't know.
Oh, sure, I know what you mean. Oh, sure, I know what you mean, but no, this house doesn't have anything like that.
Alright, fair enough. I think we'll be, taking our leave then, getting out of your hair. If you do need help with anything, I pull a business card out of my, my pocket, because I have a business card. Oh shit, no, my business card says I'm an exorcist. Never mind. I'm gonna, like, scrawl my number on, like, a piece of paper, like a nearby piece of paper or something. We mentioned, like, we could help you move stuff to Goodwill or whatever. If you need help with anything, not, just in terms of, packing up or moving stuff, just let us know. We got our big van. We're happy to help.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Somebody from the bar already offered to help me, but, I guess, more hands.
Yeah, many hands make light work, something like that.
Light service,
yeah.
Idle hands, or...
Something like that, yeah.
Whatever.
Of course. Well, yeah, I want to say have a good day, but there's no way she's gonna have a good day. And there's no way to say that without sounding like an asshole, so...
I mean, I think Alistair would just says take care.
Yeah, there we go, thank you. I was like, oh god, how do I get out of this one? Cool, yeah. And then we leave. Thank God we've escaped.
Do we want to...
Social situation in escape.
While she's occupied in the house, do you want to take a look at the boat?
Sure, why not? Might as well. Before she gets it destroyed. She seems like she hates this fucking boat.
Yes, so I think that it would behoove us to have a peek now, rather than come back and find that it's been
decimated. Yeah,
sent to the great boat junkyard in the sky
over Rainbow Road, if you will. Sure. Okay. To the boat. I believe craft is the skill here for me too. Or investigate. I guess my investigate is actually technically better than craft. I guess it depends on what I want to do, doesn't it? Because we can either do a cursory investigation of just, like, looking at, like, the surface, like, looking in the footwell or whatever, and that's investigate. But if I want to pop this thing open and actually look at the mechanics, that's probably craft, isn't it?
I think I thought we were trying to figure out, see if we could figure out, like, perhaps what might have gone wrong. Like, was there an craft, engine problem or something?
Yeah.
I can also, do an investigate for non-boat technicality things.
Sounds good. So I'll do the mechanical stuff. You do the like, overall investigate. I have a +1 to craft, because I brought that down, I think, for improving a different skill. Because I had never used it, and here we are, and I'm using it. Let's see, that would be 3 neutrals and a negative, which puts me at a big fat goose egg.
Womp womp.
Oh, well.
Well, I just rolled 2 6s and 2 5s, which is...
Fuck, yes.
4 for a total of 6 on an investigate roll.
Nice. I can't even get the boat open. No, that would be a negative roll.
What are you trying to find out specifically, Zeke?
I am looking for... Yeah, kind of I feel like the problem with this is that I don't necessarily know what I'm looking for, so I think that Alistair is kind of turning on, like, I think he's good at pattern recognition. which is sort of how, where it's like, even if he doesn't necessarily know beforehand how something, like, look, if he's looking at something that's broken, he doesn't it's not necessarily that he's like, oh, I know what this is supposed to look like because I'm, like, familiar with this specific thing. I think he's good at extrapolating what something is supposed to look like. I feel like that's kind of how I've been conceptualizing his he has, like, an eye for detail, and even if he's, like, not exactly sure why something looks like it's out of place, he's good at identifying when something is out of place. So, I think...
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't know that he knows a whole lot about, like... I don't think he knows how to, like, fix an outboard motor. But he's good at, like, kind of being like, this looks wrong. At which point I'm trying to flag things for Saint, like, is there anything to, like, does this looks weird to me, this looks weird, like, kind of poking through. But also, I mean, I don't know, is there any indication that he was, like, drinking when he was operating the boat? Is there, like, is there blood anywhere? Is there... Yeah. Open-ended. Sorry.
No, that's perfectly fine. I just gotta think of the, obviously I need to give you an answer, and I gotta think of one first.
Cool.
Luckily, I pinned in the chat the 1950 18-foot Port Carling Seabird, asking price $21,000, still not sold.
It's a nice looking boat.
I'm just saying, if the three of us want to collaborate and also pick up something pretty heavy in North Carolina.
Yeah, I feel like if it was on the correct coast, that would be a lot more attractive of an option.
The thing about this boat is that it obviously spent a decent amount of time underwater, so a lot of the things that you're asking for about maybe like blood stains or evidence that he was drinking or anything like that have absolutely been washed away when that boat kind of went into the drink.
Sure.
Right? You don't know how long it was under there, but in that time, surely something happened to it to, you know, kind of whisk away any sort of evidence like that. There are absolutely a couple places where maybe the mud and sea flora have kind of stuck to the side or have gotten tangled up with the various components of the boat. And obviously there's that nasty war wound up at the front from the head-on collision trauma that it experienced with the rocks, leading to, again, the massive dent in the front, so severe that there's like a clear hole toward the bottom of the boat where the hull hit those rocks. If you're looking for any evidence of Phillip, I would not say that it's there.
Okay. I think so I get a really good look at this, and then I kind of stand back a little bit and look over at Saint, and like, forced to admit I don't really know what it is I'm looking for.
Meanwhile, Saint, who rolled a 0, is having a similarly difficult time. If you rolled a 6 and didn't get anything, I
know. I'm like, it was the... And I think he's like, it was... The problem was it was... It was underwater too long to have left any real indication of what might have happened with Phillip, specifically. Any sense of what was wrong with the, you know, anything wrong with the engine, any indication of sabotage, or
I would like to say in Saint's defense, he doesn't have any of his tools with him, and he doesn't normally work with boats.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm going to add as an additional thing, this boat, while obviously it's been recently kind of gunkified by submerging, you can definitely see that this was, I don't know if well-loved is the word. Maybe you can't infer that, but definitely well-worn, well-used.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like creases on the back of a book. There are plenty of small little tears in the kind of what's that kind of like
Pleather?
Is it vinyl? What those seats are probably made out of?
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
50s. Yeah.
Tears in the vinyl and plenty of duct tape patchwork.
Okay.
Along that upholstering.
So somebody was keeping this thing running, but not necessarily with an eye to keeping it looking, showroom pretty. It was utilitarian. Is that like a fair reading of the situation?
Cool. So to clarify, from my 0, I get nada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard. I just don't know. I don't normally work with boats. I don't have any of my tools with me. What I can tell is, I don't know if I would even be able to tell at this juncture. Okay, Stanford. I don't even know if I'd be able to tell at this point if it was something that intentionally happened to the engine or if it was just old. Look at this thing. It's not exactly the newest piece of machinery, I don't know. Maybe if I came back and I brought my tools with me, I could get something else, but I think at the moment I got nothing. You want to head to the church, see what we got? That sigh isn't canon. He's very disappointed in himself.
That's fair. This is a long shot. Before we go, still writing that ludicrous investigation check, can I kind of just jam my, hand into whatever part of the motor is accessible, pull it out, and just I just want to see if there's any chance this shit smells like sulfur. I know it's been under a lake, but there's demon shit going on here, and I'm like...
fucking... go!
I just want to use some of my other senses real fast.
Demon results negative. Sorry.
Oh.
It's fair.
Tested negative for demons.
Alright. So, okay, well, I'm done sniffing this antique boat motor.
That was a bold and valiant attempt, and I genuinely hope someone draws that.
Yeah, I successfully withdraw my hand without chopping off any of my fingers, and
Sorry, you sniffed the boat?
Alistair just gives Saint a totally blank look.
Okay. Let's move on, I guess.
On that note, I think we'll probably call it an episode. Oh, what a deeply awkward moment to end on. Thank you, Alistair.
You're welcome. I do what I can.
What you've been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It is an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players are Ezra Kaye as Man in Black Alister McAndrews, and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show, with editing assistance by Matty Trumbo-Gomes. Our theme song was by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can check out our website and all of our other shows at infinitybreak.net, and I would encourage you to join the haunted chorus of voices at the Infinity Break fan Discord, bit.ly/Infinity Talk. That's capital I Infinity, capital T Talk. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/Infinity Break, or you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. Finally, if you listen through Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Reviews help us rise in the podcasting charts and help more people stumble across our show like a body in the woods. That's all for now. Let ParaScience gaze back at you like a face in the mirror that isn't yours.